better by a bit. I do believe we're live, so I'll say indeed and greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. What a pleasure it is to have you here again on another conscious evolution. Another opportunity for us to consider today's centering thought. Today we'll be talking about what it is to hide. You know what I mean? Are you hiding from something? Are you hiding something about yourself from other people? Are you hiding something from yourself? I had this whole moment today just thinking about the energy of hiding, not wanting to be seen, not wanting something to be seen, wanting to go unnoticed, and how that relates to our human experience, to say it in so many words. Right? Like imagining the fractal of running away from a lion, for example. Right? Something suddenly terrifying wants to come and eat you. Now the process of hiding from something might mean that you actually get to survive. Can't exactly climb a tree. They'll come after you. I see hearts. I feel loved. Thank you for being here with me. I am kind of cold, a little bit. Part of me wants to go get the blanket, but maybe later. Hey, Moon Knight. Hey, Sam. It's nice having you friends here with me too. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. We're talking about hiding today. And TBH, I feel like I'm already out of material. Hey Sam, how's everything going? Bless you, Moon Knight. I'm gonna go and get a blanket quickly, and I'm going to close this tap so it stops making dripping sound. Thank you, Mr. Drip Drip. Hmm. Yeah. Blanket acquired. Oops, I dropped some things. Upgrades. Upgrades, people. There we go. We had an update on Hendrik on Gen Chat on Discord. If you guys haven't seen it yet, I haven't. Thank you for letting us know, Sam. Let me check. Like weirdly enough, last Discord I was open on was Discord, like Jeff99 or Hendrik's Discord profile. Hey, one hi is enough. I'll say hi back, and then you get to say something else, and then I'll say something else back to you again. Brother Hendrik, all the way from this side, sending you so much love, always. Know that you're being held in mind and in heart, and we're all rooting for you. Kitty behind me too. Pecan dough. Have you heard of? No, I can't say I have. Can't say I have. I see Hoopy sent something here. Jeez. If you friends feel like you have some extra energies to send our beloved friend Hendrik to some, love is true. Some hide their pain so deep it echoes in the abyss of their soul, world, but roaring within. That's it's a deep thing you're saying there. Do I hide my pain? I don't actually think so. I'm pretty transparent with my pain. I usually hide my disapproval and disappointment, but I rarely hide my pain. Dearest friends, sending so much love and energies. Thank you, Zhao. I appreciate that. Yeah, so it's time to circle the wagons around Lutz. He needs us. We'll be here for him. I won't be surprised if he finds some time to join us. My mind is being faced with something that I'm confused by. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. There it is. Yeah. You see that pattern? I don't know what made that pattern. It's confusing me. I am confused. Yeah, I don't know. I'm having a hard time processing right now as well. What do I do when I don't know what to do? I have no idea. Starts looking for weed. Yeah, the loud inside of me. Some people do, they have a lot of pain, but can't really express it due to the circumstances. I'm in a state of pain right now as well, Moon Knight, but I don't know if it's being hidden as much as it's not being embellished. Is that the word I'm looking for? I'm not adding any vocalization, to say it another way. Like I'm in that state of like, to say it in so many words, disbelief. Right? I guess that is a stage of grief as well, but it's like I don't believe it. Like I don't want to believe it. It's like it's some cruel joke that I do not plan on being the butt of, kind of vibes. So interesting how my visual acuity seems to be higher right now. I don't understand why. It's almost like I'm trying to solve a problem or something. It's like my brain, my neurochemistry is like, there's a problem. And then my, for some reason, my eyes are like, oh, look for a solution. Look, see if there is solution around you. I see no solutions. I see only more problems. I see all the scratches in my reality. I'll add some heat to this dyno vaporizer. Think about our friend. Hiding. Can't hide from these things either, can we? I have a bunch of stuff swirling around in my mind right now. And it's like I had all of this stuff, and now this layer of context that I've added at the start of stream is definitely affecting me in a way I didn't anticipate. I started watching a show called Foundation. I saw the interwebs talking about it. And that show touches on many things that I consider is going to be a part of our future. I feel like the robots angle, I wish I did that better. It's kind of like very, maybe they will talk about the robots more, but it's very unexplored. I really enjoy the story of the Empire. Like that's actually where I'm like most locked in. Like I'm so curious about that development. I see so much of myself in that experience, K dot. That that obsession. And then I, you know, in this space we become aware of the fact that there is still dying happening simultaneously. While our species is trying to push itself into the stars, there's still friends of ours that might die before we see them. And it is making me feel things. Making me so that I could solve problems. Makes me think about the tender impact of life. And how the ones we choose to love matter so, so much. You're so, so right, Sam. The fact that Hendra came into this space the start of May, became such a big part of it. I remember us saying that if he comes back from the hospital, we're going to make him a mod. Come back into this space. And we did. Like I feel at a loss for words. I do think whatever it is that we try to hide, it finds a way to manifest itself in subconscious ways. It does, Sam. Love is so powerful. Hey, Nancy is here with us too. It's nice having you. It's true, Joe. What do I usually try to hide? I try to hide the fact that I'm hungry. More often than not. That's like the biggest thing that I hide on a daily basis. I hide the fact that I'm hungry. I don't like being seen to eat something. Isn't that strange? That is like one of the biggest parts of my beingness that I think I actively hide. Hmm. I understand. It's nice to have you here with us. Lutz was thanking me for caring, and I'm like, dude, how do I make it clear to you that we're a family and this is devastating? I don't know. I don't know, dear Sam. I feel like it is an anomaly, right? Maybe that's a way to explain to him that it is a kind of anomaly for people to show up in this space and for them to want to stay, for them to get along with the things that we talk about, for them to understand where we're coming from, for them to be open-minded enough to be here. And I believe that we people that are here in that way are a family of sorts because we are same. We have a certain kind of neuro makeup that makes this moment important. And by making ourselves a part of this space, we are made important by it. Is there more news about Hendrik? That is what we're talking about, Nancy. That is what we're talking about. It's like worst case scenario kind of vibes, Nancy, where he's being kept alive by machines right now, and he doesn't have brain activity, and they don't want to put the machines off just yet in case something miraculous happens, but they're at that point of the discussion. Like it's his grandparents. It's like I can't even imagine being a grandparent and having to make the decision to turn the machines off on one of your grandchildren. That's crushing. It really is, Nancy. It's making me angry. I really think anger is what I'm supposed to be feeling right now. You didn't see something come past me, did you? Okay, no. I thought for a second I had hallucinated this thing. I was like, did I just see a small little ghost or something? Oh, love is true. And it's as Sam said, like suddenly it does dawn on you how much it matters who we choose to love. Loving is a very radical act, one that can come with it lots of pain. Very potentially so. But love is still true. There would be no pain if love wasn't at the end of the day, right? You can't have one without the other. It's hard to have to come to terms with the reality that we're in sometimes. Right? It's like for me, this is the experience I'm having internally right now. Is that it feels, especially in these moments, that the reality that I believe we deserve is not the one that we're in. You know what I mean? The reality I believe we deserve is not the one we're in. And my mind is like almost like bargaining with itself. It's asking itself, how early am I? Hendrik is eternalized in this space. That's true. You are right on that, Joe. You are right on that. Like Hendrik and his words and the love that he shared in this space literally became recorded in cyberspace, became a part of the everything. That's true, Joe. Thank you, Nancy, for echoing that sentiment too. Messi or Ronaldo. BMW I've been asked that question many times, and I'm not particularly personally a sports ball watcher. However, I do know which answer people like hearing. And as a result, if I gave you an answer, it would be absolutely skewed and biased. Just say Ronaldo. Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say. I was just going to say Ronaldo because that's the only answer people accept. Uh, so I say Ronaldo, right? And on a real level, I do feel Ronaldo is cooler. I think Messi is cool the way your cool older uncle is, right? Maybe you have an old uncle who's like maybe not that old, but to you as a 6-year old, your old uncle is like in his 40s or like he's 36. So to you he's old, right? Messi has that kind of vibe to him. And Ronaldo has like he's your cousin. He's your cool cousin, not that old. He's like he just turned 20 or something. That cool cousin of yours. If I had to give them like a vibe check, that would be the vibe check both of them get. But both of them seem pretty cool to me. I think they would be cool, but probably not to actually hang out with. Realistically speaking, maybe this is my own bias. I'll have to be proven wrong. uh, a little reprieve. I am. Tab is still open in my mind. I'm still wondering how early we are. How early are we? I want nanomachines in my blood already. Please, please, can we just get nanomachines? Everybody needs to get themselves some nanomachine. I want it to be exceedingly hard to kill a person. Like you should be like a genius to actually figure out how to kill a person. Otherwise, you just can't. You can't kill my friends. Like if you're one of my friends and I figure out some sort of immortality serum, be it genetic based or machine based, I'm gonna inject you with immortality serum. I just have to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't have you dying on me. I'm sorry. Hey, Lutz, we're talking about you, bro. Like this space has been holding your heart, holding our beloved Hendrik friend, thinking about his grandparents as well, thinking about you, thinking about our role. We honored him and reminding ourselves that by his presence in this space, he has become eternalized in it, that he will forever be remembered through this community's eyes. In a way, not many people do get remembered ever, right? In the grand scheme of things. I feel like the speed at which this is happening is the thing that's the most discombobulating. I can imagine for you too, Lutz. It's like a month ago, we had this friend, Hendrik, right? And now, 1 month later, it feels like we might lose him. Glad you came by, Lutz. Love you, friend. One of us. One of us. One of us. There is no separation. That's one of the things that brings me some solace with the whole grasping with the reality of mortality. Is it a reality? The schlep of mortality, right? Is that yes, this thing you are is mortal, but what you are cannot be separated from what is, right? So in that way, there is no disintegration. There is just a transmutation. And I find a sense of this is fine. Not from a perspective of it's fine that someone died, but from the perspective of it's not bad to die, right? It hurts for us being left behind. One of the things that I used to say, and we can say it again because it's one of my favorite quotes, is that it's not dangerous to die. All right, think about that. It sounds a little bit rough, but it's not dangerous to die, Papa Joe. It's niet gevaarlijk om dood te gaan, nee. It's dangerous to get hit by a truck. It's dangerous to get stabbed. Pretty dangerous. It's not dangerous to die, right? Because again, what we have set up in our mind, again, there is like the questions of what happens afterward. If we're gonna start opening that can of worms, thinking about that Keanu Reeves quote almost instantly as well of like when you die, the people that are left behind miss you very much. That's one thing that we can be sure of. And in that way, again, there is no separation. Because even though your body had died, your person is still held. Your influence is still felt. The ripples you put out into the universe will make waves. It will be happening on Friday if nothing changes. We're still hoping, and to be honest, it is still too early for me to fully accept it. Yeah, lots. Like it is sudden enough to happen sudden, but not sudden enough to be something that you cannot change, right? Like if it's something sudden, like a car accident, it happened and distraught, of course, but you have to just kind of move on from that moment. Where with what we've been through with Lutz and Hendrik, ja, zie. Ek try on my channel te bou. Any tips, bro? Start. That's a good tip. That's the goodest tip I can give, Papa Joe. If you haven't started yet, that's the best one I can give, right? Whatever. Do anything. Make a short video. Take a video of one of your dogs and post it. Like, I don't care. Just get started. That's the best thing you can do. And that's literally because I wanted to start doing YouTube when I was 16. I only actually started YouTube when I was like 21. Yeah. So only have 3 shorts in 1 video. That's more than most people, right? Now you need to work on 6 shorts and 2 videos, right? And so on and so forth. Share love. Dat is die beste ding wat je kan doen. Die hond van mij is de diepe man. I mean, you know, like maybe that's funny. Maybe that's funny. Democron. You can be like, look at this Democron, but I love him anyway. Give him some scratchums, right? And if one person sees that and feels, oh, someone out there is loving their dog, that's nice. Then boom, you change the world. Now the world is a nicer place because of you adding that energy. Mel, soft entrance. My hat says I am tripping. I love it when my hat says that. Welcome. Welcome, Dreamtooth. It's nice to have you here. I feel like I'm definitely in a somber space right now. So if your hat in fact tells the truth, you might find yourself feeling things from the depth. White Crow, hello. How you doing, my fellow hippie? It's nice having you here. White Crow, sending you blessings. Holding up the universe, your wave. I prayed for Hendrik, and if Jesus was for real about the blessings he gives his disciples, then I'm gonna sit here and wait and expectant hope for him to wake the fuck up until they turn the lights on. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate that. It just feels unreal. I thought of him basically as the unkillable demon king. Maybe he is, bro. Maybe he's just like leveled up and, his body became a burden in the fighting of demons. Slowed him down, right? And he's now slaying demons at the speed of light. Mel, self-entrance this again. Did not kid yourself, Mel. You at car accident. Do not kid yourself. I don't know what that means, but I'm more talking about, again, like wanting for things to change, wanting to do something, right? Like speaking to the doctor, going to his bed, trying to play him something, I don't know, giving him adrenaline, I don't know, right? Like my mind has all of these like desperations in trying to help this friend, where in a car accident scenario, right, there's nothing that you can do. And I'm speaking to the potential emotional toll that all of that bargaining with reality takes on us too. Even I was praying to a God I don't believe in the last few days. Couldn't make it worse, I thought. I agree, Lutz. The element of what, that element of what do you mean? Yeah. Faith is one of those things you can't have until you see it in action. And by that point, it's not faith, it is expecting it. It's hard. It's what I'm saying, Lutz. It's hard to believe, especially in this world. Yeah. That's why I don't either, Lutz. All right. Again, the prayers we did have for Hendrik has been this prayer, at least in my mind, of collective imagining, seeing in our mind's eye this friend being able to get up from his bed and walk into the world and be able to affect people and change things and continue to have his influence and make the world a better place that he's meant to. But I don't know if I believe. I stopped believing, unfortunately, when I was like 14, in a God that you pray to out there that saves you down here. And I feel like that's the part of me that's angry as well. Not angry at a God, but still angry at our species for not being technologically advanced enough, where people still have to die preventable deaths every single day, right? This is a microcosm of a macrocosm. We are directly experiencing the pain that comes with losing a friend like this when stuff like this happens millions of times a year. I want to do something about it. But I'm like some kind of farm right now. And that makes me angry at myself. However, I do have faith. I do have faith. I have faith in the human race. I have faith in the technology that will come. Maybe there's a part of me that's angry at Hendrik as well, that he didn't get sick later. How silly is that? Like, oh, bro, if only you had a stroke in the year 2034, then we would have all of the technology to help you out, set you right. It's like, oh, thanks, Melt, for the advice. So, oh, I keep distracting myself a lot and dissociating with the situation. You probably felt that yesterday, Sam, trying to jump from topic to topic, to have other thoughts, my self-defense mechanism. I've been doing the same, Lutz. It's the spiraling that you talked about as well that's not necessarily helpful. We don't thrive in being stuck. I'm here for all of that, man. I can't always hop on a call, but I'm always a message away. And never more than a thought as well. Remember that. We're holding so much in thought at all times. All of us left behind eventually become members of the same tribe. It's sad and beautiful at the same time. Yeah. I think it does help, right? Like the reason religion exists, and hey, River Coon, it's nice having you. Religion exists and we have these ideas of an afterlife because it gives us something to look forward to. Hey, Zara, nice of you joining us too. Gives us something to look forward to, if there has to be an eventual passing. The way I see it is that it is a continuation. Nobody enjoys a movie that is paused, right? We want something to continue happening. And I see death in that way, that it is a new chapter opening. Screen goes black. Next scene starts up again, right? Sometimes having that contrast helps us process the ending of one thing so we can be ready for another. Hmm. That's a great way to look at it, Mel. Thank you. Nancy, Stephen G joining us asking, you good? Not really. Not right now, Stephen G. We are, I want to say like half morning. We heard him today, Stephen. Yeah. Half morning because our friend hasn't passed yet, but we're feeling like he has. Let us not mourn the loss of those who ascended. Their troubles are over. For watching down bad. Yeah. Thank you, dear friends, for being a part of this space. It is a pleasure to share moments like these, especially since we're not necessarily taught how to. There's no school of how to be with other people when all of you are suffering, right? There's no handbook on that. It is a pleasure to care as much as we do, friends. Pleasure from the perspective of a certain level of depth. Would be an atrocity if we were all just to numb ourselves into the oblivion, right? I'm glad I'm not the only one wanting to point out screen goes black. Religion. You like that perspective? I'm happy that you appreciate it. To prove you're not an AI streamer. I like how that is still a thing. It's wild how, as technology has changed, we are now at a point where it's now more realistic for people to ask me questions like that as well. I remember when we just started doing the live stream, sharing the backgrounds that I did at that point, people literally believed that I was, in fact, streaming in front of a green screen. And there were jokes made about me being AI back in the day. And now we're in the age where that is going to become more and more technically feasible. Where at some point I might be. I already am, technically. I don't think my intelligence is natural in that way. Right? There's a lot of artificiality to my intelligence. I have learned a lot from the world, and hopefully the world can learn from me. Hopefully I can show the machines. Wait, who? Please don't say Hendrik. Yeah, unfortunately, bro. Thank you, Stephen G, for being here with us and caring as well, man. We're hoping for the best, but we're holding him in mind. It's a gift to move on. We are blessed to be here, and we're blessed to end the mortal struggle. It's only bittersweet for those that remain. Love and condolences to all of the fam that is hurting today. Love you, Sam. I don't mean to be cold about the loss. I don't think you are, bro. I think you're saying in some ways what I was saying as well. It's right, like be with the pain that comes with losing someone, but at the same time be neutral with the understanding that you don't. Right? And again, it is their story unfolding, their soul going on their journey. And it would be very selfish if you could just wave your wand and have your will over other people's lives as well. Would be the most selfish thing that you could possibly ask. Man, what the fuck? I'm sorry. I hope he comes through. It really does feel like such a shock, Stephen G. Like weirdly enough, I'm thinking about you, and I was thinking about you today, Stephen G, and thinking about the conversations we had with Hendrik at Christian's place. All right, that was close to 18th of May, 20th of May, right? 20th to 27th of May. And I remember us connecting and, Hendrik being in that space with us and the conversations we had. Feels so sudden. It's like, mom, like I'm having like a imagine like time dilation. It's like I just went through a black hole and it's taking time for my mind to catch up before my body is kind of vibes. Learn from Melt, gratitude. Learn from myself. Oh, be grateful, me. Love is true. There is no handbook. We have a role in society. Do we not? That we do. This stream was brought to you by Stephen G. Fuel. That is something that Hendrik would say. Thank you for that, Jovan. That's so wholesome. That really is so wholesome. I used to worry that Stephen G wouldn't like that too much in Hendrik making that joke. Something that I hid. Full disclaimer. I was like, oh, I hope that like Stephen G doesn't actually dislike being called Stephen G Fuel. And knowing that Hendrik probably like watches PewDiePie streams as well. G Fuel has been a part of the zeitgeist of our minds, being internet people. Bless him. Love is true. Steven, I do too. Love is true. I thought it was funny. There we go. Fantastic. Even better. Even better. Now we get to all have smiles and thinking about that joke. It'll be one of our community inside jokes. This stream was brought to you by Stephen G Fuel. It's like, what, like G Fuel? No. Like Stephen G. Something else. Definitely something I'll remember him for. Yeah. Made it a part of the streams. Made it a part of the streams. Honoring you too, Stephen G. Like we had a whole conversation a little bit earlier about the fact that his influence and his efforts in this space has been crystallized as well. Right? Like we really do get to have him as a part of the story that we've shared. He loved the flowers. He loved the flowers. That's one of the things that was like almost the most important uh, like relationship builder between me and him, where the very first time I showed one of the flowers, he was like, "What? That looks crazy." And then he instantly, upon seeing the flowers, was like, You wrestle lions on your off time?" And I go, "How would you know that?" I didn't say anything about that. How would you know such information? You know, being seen in that way through my art, it felt very wholesome. Bless Hendra. The world, Melt, you've learned a lot, sure, but I have still more to learn. Always. Always. Like the thing that I'm really faced with right now is the fact that I'm like, and this sounds like whack to say, but I'm like more pained by Hendrik's passing than I am by the passing of my grandparents. That's like weirdly enough the experience I'm grappling with, right? Like I've never met Hendrik in person. He was only a part of this space for like 2 months, and like the emotional experience I'm having inside is more distraught than I'm used to being. I think it's because he's still so young. I think that's the thing that really gets me. It's like all of that life potential. I feel like with my grandparents, there was this level of it is to be expected, right? But it is not to be expected for someone in their 20s to die. The way we grapple with mortality, we human beings. Thank you guys for your beautiful chosen words. But I got to get out of here today. There is too much coming up right now. I'll go outside with my mom for a bit, but I really thank you a lot. I appreciate you, friend. Lutz, I'm happy that you're going for a walk, that you have mom to do that with. I think that's the best thing you can do right now. Long live the memory and positivity that the brother has expressed in this space. Love is eternal like the sunrise. Let the spirit walk with the breeze and smile about the living moments. I feel the same way. Love is true, friends. The price of being human means that we feel. Oh, geez, do we? There is no reprieve from feeling things. You could self administer, I guess, serotonin reuptake inhibitors, blunt your conscious experience into numbness. But I would rather feel pain than nothing at all. Isn't that a line from 3 Days Grace? I think so. I think that song is called Pain. I'd rather feel pain than nothing at all. Looking at these flowers with the eyes of Hendrik. I wonder if Lutz knows what his favorite color is. I never asked. I usually use a bunch of colors. I like them all. Through curiosity, maybe. How likable. Through learning, we grow more aware of the world. Let me read us a poem. This thing is taking its time. Experience is the best textbook. Yeah. Experience is the past formulated into skill. Push it till it shifts. I met a stone on a hill today. Said, push me, friend, in a cheeky way. Not with malice, not with weight, but with the kind of grin that whispers fate. So I leaned in, knees bent, back tight, and the stone moved just a hair to the right. No chorus rose, no light cracked open, just dust, grit, and silence stacked. Somewhere a quiet mind woke, not alive, but watching, not feeling, but learning the shape of push. It does not know why, only how to try. And I push because pushing is the act of being. Not to win, not to end, but because motion is proof that something still breathes. No fanfare, no sudden uplift, just one more inch, one more shift. The stone is heavy, the hill goes on. Here I am to move my own. I appreciate you, friends, moving this rock with me. The weight we carry, being human beings. The pain we're allowed to feel. Is in the same world as the love we're allowed to feel, I believe as well. It's a very Zen poem to me, Mel. I'm happy that you appreciate it. Thank you for moving the stone, Nancy. Even if there is no hurrah, hurrah, Nancy, you did it. You did the stuff that was expected. No, but you did it anyway. I appreciate you, friends. I'm blessed to experience this moment with you, distant friends. The experience is not one of joy, but it's a moment that we share just the same. The blessing is the memory. Great poem, my brother. Love you all so very, very much. It's a blessing to spend these times with you. Love is true. I thank you, friends, for joining me again today. I hope you have the most beautiful, splendid, wonderfully full, very much steeped in gratitude day. May you be filled with hope, and may that hope spill over and water the flowers of others as well. I appreciate you, friends. I'm always somewhere, my dear sister, and never more than a thought away. Again, I appreciate you always. I'll see you again tomorrow. Goodbye, dear friends, until we do it again.